What's up, homies? It's your boy King on TV today here with a Firebird Wizard video. We'll try to keep it short and sweet. I think the really valuable part, if you already got it kitted out and set up, is going to be about 7 minutes in, where we'll hop into a GR and really take care of some tips and tricks that I've noticed over 2 seasons now, being top 500, top whatever. I'm top 300 right now. And yeah, I just have a lot of passion for this class. It's a really heavy hitter, can be super valuable in groups. And so yeah, I just wanted to share a couple tips with you guys to help you out to clear their GRs a little bit more efficiently. So we'll go ahead and hop in. First and foremost, we'll do the gear. Boom, boom. Pretty standard. In Season 24, you can use either a Wizard Spike or an Oculus. I've only found an Oculus that had the appropriate orb of infinite depth roll on it. So I've been using that. I've noticed I kind of really enjoy it, where that Wizard Spike has a lot more pop and a lot more damage, especially in the super high GRs. This has a lot of survivability, and it's just like a super nice, quality of life kind of suggestion or change. It also has the critical hits, grant 7 arcane power on it, or up to that, which is super lovely as well. That means you don't have to have that anywhere else. Your resource will be just fine. So you guys kind of know the rest of the build. We go 4-piece Firebirds with the Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube alongside a Death Wish. I like Tasker and Theo just based on some of the survivability options that are given to us in other items this season. Then we run the COE. We've got the All Guild. I've elected to go shoulders and waist, and then the Captain Crimson's legs. Excuse me, shoulders and wrists for All Guilds, and then we got the belt and the pants for Captain Crimson's. These things, are really important. One thing I want to point out here with the Captain Crimson's is that 3-set bonus. A lot of people sleep on this and overlook this. Don't miss this. Damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction. Okay. That is a 1-to-1. That means whatever your cooldown reduction is, that is an increase in damage percentage based, right? That's very powerful, and it does not appear on your stat sheet, okay? Secondly, damage taken is reduced by a percentage of cost reduction. Again, the same story is true, but you cannot, the game is not currently faceted or outfitted to tell us exactly that in this main stat sheet here, okay? So what I'll tell you is those numbers, for them to be extreme, is actually okay. I'm perfectly fine with the fact that my cooldown reduction is nearly 69%, 67.43. That's extreme. You only really need to be effective at this build mid to high 50s, and then you can blast everything to damage if you want, or to more crit hit, whatever, if you wanted. But I really like this. I think this is like one of the hidden statistics of this build that makes that can make it really shine. And you'll just have to see what works best for you. So then if we find our arcane power cost reduction, we're at 33%. Again, that could be a little bit higher in my opinion. Last season I think I had like 36, 37, but that is just a straight 1-to-1 damage reduction, right? So you add that along with extraordinarily high resistances because you're an intel champ, as well as extremely high armor, right? You're very tanky on this build, and thus you can focus on really positioning properly to eradicate your enemies. So quickly we'll go over, I guess, the gems really quick. So for medium to low level rifts, right, if you're speed clearing, definitely run the Bane of the Powerful over the Enforcer, or the pet gem. I believe it's called the Enforcer, right? Yeah, the Enforcer. So the Enforcer doesn't serve much purpose on this build except for extreme levels, right, like 130 and plus, even higher sometimes depending on your HP, because your mirror images scale off your HP. This basically just helps them stay alive. This damage doesn't do anything, so the fact that I've leveled both of these to 100 is actually kind of a waste. I'll augment one of them for sure. Then obviously you run Bane of the Trapped. I think every build in the game runs that, and then Taeguk is the third one. So again, these are interchangeable, but you'll just have to see. It's also really nice they added in the UI. Now you have this little 4 down here. Season 23, that wasn't there. You'd have to be a little bit more Johnny on the spot, noticing when your mirror images died or not, that type of thing. So the skills, pretty easy. I won't run you guys through this. I think you guys know this. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. The one other thing that I will say is a great one. So the passives, right? We have this wonderful new kind of ethereal, like extra passive sort of thing to work with, right? So let's say you get one of these, what I would call base passives for the build, or suggested baseline passives for the build. One that you'd want to look at that actually rolled on my weapon is Conflagration. which is just an insane damage boost. I think it's just a 6% extra. Yeah, fire damage dealt to enemies applies a burning effect, increasing their chance to be critically hit by 6% for 3 seconds. So, you know, that's great for group play. That's great for you in solos. It's just another like hidden multiplicative, you know, damage booster that, you know, this build just shines when you add that on top of it. So we've done the gear, we've done the skills. Let's hop into a GR. Actually, I'll do this example in town first. This build, obviously, as you guys know, when you spawn these guys, sometimes, or these ladies rather, in my case, sometimes they run around and do random stuff, especially in open spaces. So what you're going to want to do is try to, as often as possible, play towards walls, play with the walls, play with your back at the wall, throw these homies into the wall, and make sure that you have concaves of monsters that are arriving to get bladed and killed. The other important little tweak is when to use Frost Nova and when to use Explosive Blast. So if you don't know how to numlock Explosive Blast, I can teach you that. Just ask in the comments, or that exists in I'm sure other videos. Pretty simple though. But the more important part of that is when to use each of these. So you'll notice when you cast these guys, it's about a half second before they would blade normally. So what you're going to want to do is cast them, wait that half second, then hit the Frost Nova, because Frost Nova has a very short 2-second window where enemies will take the 33% more damage. So in a perfect world, you're casting these, and right as they start to do their first swipes, you cast that Frost Nova so that everything in the general vicinity is weaker and taking a lot more damage. Explosive Blast, even if you numlock it, it will not trigger unless you have, like if you're, right, we want to be standing still for the most part, just beaming and casting. This, even if you have it numlocked, will not auto refresh if you're standing still at the point where it's time to recast. It will if you teleport. So all that being said is you're gonna want to be slamming the 4 key even if you have it numlocked if you've been standing still for a while. You'll kind of see when we hop in this Greater Rift. But those are basic, some basic things. Oops. To help your overall efficiency in the clears. And we'll do a 125 now and just kind of show you guys some of that in live action. Hopefully I can clear that in about 3 or 4 minutes, keep the video to about 10 minutes, and we are bucking out here. So again, start your Explosive Blast right there in the door. You can even do that before you walk in the room if you're doing something super high. I want to save that extra second or two. And again, all we're doing is elite farming. This map is great for us. We're playing with the wall, right? We have a couple monsters here. I've been standing still, I'm spamming 4, here we go. There we go, easy money. So we got our first one. You'll notice my Bane of the Powerful isn't up yet. We're looking at the bottom. We have to kill the one last person in this pack who belongs to this elite pack, this minion right here. And there he goes, and now you see it. Bane of the Powerful is activated, cool, so we go next. So that's a pretty big power spike actually. And so sometimes in the higher rifts, you're going to be trying to find a first set of elites that is killable, or that is easily killable, if you will, right? You wouldn't want to pop up. It would be super unlucky if you popped into a rift and in the first pack was like a juggernaut, right? And you don't have your Bane of the Powerful up. That would not be ideal. So there's another thing. Unfortunately, this pylon was in a suboptimal spot for me to do this example. But when you hit a pylon, you're gonna want to try to hit it from the nearest side to a wall. I've been lucky and gotten 2 rooms that don't really have much open space, so this build just shines, right? This is a Greater of 125, and we're just not tripping. I'm not even playing with my COE. I'm just kind of out here just spamming shit, trying to show you guys a little bit I've learned about the positioning. So next pylon we get, hopefully I'll have a better example to show you kind of what I mean by that. Again, if we really want to play this smart, right, we're right on here. We're into the wall. We spawn our marriages. I just freeze everything, and there you have it. Explode. Didn't get the Bane of the Powerful re-up there, but that's okay. Ran into the dead end, it's no problem. Here's another example, right? We come to this little tight corner. These guys are gonna waltz over here and just get cleared out, you know what I mean? Beautiful thing, it's a beautiful thing. So back to the short corner here, trying to find our next lead. Okay, next floor. Boom, so we got some more space to work with here. So this would be some good examples of kind of how to play this map. Again, with this build, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet in this video, but you have to kind of see what works for you. You have to find your cadence. You have to find your style, right? You have to see where you have the most impact. Okay, here we go. We're playing the wall, right? We got a lead pack right here. Boom. frozen, and dead. One rotation, right? We're just giving ourselves the best chance for these mirror images to hit their blades. Okay, short room again. Next. This is another pretty good one for us. I mean, anything that has, you know, tons of little tight spaces where the enemies are dispersed out, you'll just see this build just kind of shines. You know, you can stop wherever you like, do some trash killing if you need to. Boom, tight hallway. The only thing that you're worried about here now is this arcane, right? That is just tons of damage. And even with all of my resistances and all my survivability, ice and arcane, it's gonna be tough. So you gotta reposition a little bit here. We're in the corner, getting some great damage down, getting the EBs down as well. One thing that might be cool is to watch the keyboard and kind of seeing when I'm casting certain spells right here, as if on cue. Holy shit, man. Does anyone else have just like crazy fruit flies in their house that just don't leave them alone? It's crazy. Okay, cool. So short corner, right? I touch it here. These guys get thrown straight into the corner. So not only are they isolated with the conduit on them, but now I throw the mirror images on them as well. And that is all she wrote. Still this yellow over here, I remember. Yeah, he was tough. He had ice and arcane, no problem. The biggest thing for me with conduits I notice is I always freak out and try to go a little bit too fast and break my stride, or essentially, or like, oh, see, they run off anyway, right? Look at that shit. You just want to keep focusing in on the same good fundamentals, right? These guys in the corner, they're still running to the door, right? It's just crazy, the AI. So you really have to give yourself as many chances to hit those clean rotations as possible, especially at those higher levels. The only thing that changes at much higher levels is you're gonna really want to hit absolutely every fire cycle. That should go without saying. I'm playing this kind of free and clear. It's just a 125, but like, you know, at those higher levels, you're really gonna want to watch for when that cold cycle hits, and when that cold cycle's at about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, boom, we gotta spam those mirror images, because they're gonna have that half second of pause time or lag time before they start blading. So we throw them out, and then as soon as we see that fire cycle hit and they're out, we can hit our Frost Nova and get that multiplicative damage bonus as well. Again, playing the wall, we love jailers, wallers, that's fine for us. That basically does what we're trying to constantly simulate with terrain anyways. So guys like, you know, wallers, jailers, that's actually good for us as opposed to a demon hunter, right, where that's kind of the worst thing ever for their pierce. Again, playing the wall, we got the Oculus on the wall, it's just a lot of damage, you know what I mean? Boom. Let's see, the wrong one. You can see here too, like, I didn't get my powerful backup from that one either, right? It's still, you know, if that would have refreshed, it would have been further up. But that's fine because, you know, we're at a lower level. You'll have to make those decisions and see for yourself at even higher levels, right? Ooh, do I need to stay and kill this? Is this suboptimal? Should I try to find the next pack? Do I have enough time in this current Bane of the Powerful rotation? You know what I mean? Again, using the walls, and you kind of see, you spawn them, wait till things get close, hit your Frost Nova, and there you have it. Here we got channeling, so I'll throw them into this side if I can, maybe not. We'll clear this trash first. Very good. And now we throw them into the wall with us. We got them frozen. There you go. Rift Guardian. Channeling's also really nice for this build. So, Rift Guardian, right? Let's see if we can reposition him. Probably not. But it would be lovely if he... Yep, there you go. So now Raziel is over here in the short corner in this wall with us, and if the guys would turn around and hit the immediate enemy in the vicinity, we would be okay. Boom, there you have it. That's GG. That's just a couple tips and tricks for you on efficient clearing with the Flame Blades Firebird Wizard. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you like the video as well. But questions, comments, please hit me up. I'm an NA. My tag is King Cole, hashtag 11711. Please add me. Would love to play with you guys and just kick it on stream. I'm on Twitch as well, King Cole TV. You can find me there. Got a Discord as well. Welcome to chill with people from all different walks of life. You should just hear some of the voices that we have in there now. But anyways, good luck with your climb in Season 24. Good luck with your ethereal hunt in Season 24. And I'll probably be back with some more D3 content on my YouTube channel here in the near future. Anyways, appreciate you homies for stopping by. Bye-bye.